Some questions are born from curiosity. Others are born from the hunger of the soul. When the world searches for the Pope, it is not only looking for a name, a date, a birthplace, or a headline. Beneath the typing, beneath the uncertainty, beneath the rapid movement of the digital age, there is a deeper question. Who is the shepherd standing at the balcony of history? And what is God asking of the church through him? As a Catholic priest, I would begin not with rumors, not with politics, and not with the noise that often surrounds the papacy, but with faith. The Pope is not a celebrity placed at the center of attention. He is not a ruler measured by popularity. He is not a symbol to be used by one side against another. The Pope is the successor of St. Peter, a servant entrusted with a mission that is both ancient and urgent. He is called to strengthen his brothers and sisters in the faith, to guard the deposit of truth, to call the world to conversion, and to keep the church centered on Jesus Christ. So when people ask who is Pope Leo the 14th, the answer begins with a man, but it does not end with a biography. He is Robert Francis Prevost, born in Chicago, formed in the order of St. Augustine, shaped by study, prayer, mission, pastoral service, and years of ministry among the people of Peru. He is a son of the church who became a priest, a missionary, a bishop, a cardinal, and finally, by the mysterious providence of God, the Bishop of Rome. His life carries the marks of two worlds, North America and Latin America, scholarship and pastoral closeness, leadership and service, the classroom and the mission field, the curia and the local church. But the more important question is not only where he came from. The deeper question is what kind of shepherd he is called to be. In the name Leo, Catholics hear an echo across the centuries. The name recalls strength, doctrine, social teaching, courage before the powerful, and a church unafraid to speak to the wounds of the age. It reminds many of Pope Leo the Great, who defended the faith with clarity and majesty. And then Pope Leo the 13th, who gave the modern world one of the great foundations of Catholic social teaching. The papal name is never accidental. It becomes a message. It tells the church what melody may guide a pontificate. And you're asking why he chose the name Leo. A Catholic priest would answer with humility. We do not reduce a papal name to a marketing strategy. We listen for its spiritual meaning. Leo is a name that suggests courage without arrogance, doctrine without coldness, engagement with the modern world without surrender to it. It is a name that calls the church to stand firmly in truth while entering the struggles of history with compassion. It points toward a papacy concerned not only with internal church questions, but with the condition of humanity itself. Another search question is whether Pope Leo the 14th is the first pope from the United States. Yes, and that fact has drawn attention around the world. But the Catholic meaning of the papacy is never nationalistic. The Pope does not belong to one country. So what's the most perceptual symbolism? And but a distant Michapo, which are more. Universal Church. His birthplace may help people understand parts of his story, but his mission is not American, Peruvian, European, or Latin American. His mission is Catholic. His mission is universal. He is called to speak to every continent, every people, every language, every family, and every soul longing for the mercy of Christ. Another question often asked is whether he is the first Augustinian pope. That too is deeply meaningful. The Augustinian tradition brings with it a spirituality of the restless heart, the search for truth, the need for grace, the beauty of community, and the humility of conversion. St. Augustine understood the human soul with extraordinary depth. He knew ambition, confusion, longing, sin, repentance, and the healing power of God. If an Augustinian spirit marks this pontificate, then Catholics should listen for a call to interior renewal. The Church cannot answer the modern world only with programs. She must answer with converted hearts. People also ask what Pope Leo the 14th believes. A priest, they must respond carefully. The Pope believes the Catholic faith. He is not elected to invent a new gospel, but to serve the gospel handed down from the apostles. His personal background, tone, priorities, and pastoral emphasis matter, but they do not replace the faith of the Church. Catholics should not treat the Pope as though every pontificate begins a new religion. The Church is living, but she is not rootless. She develops, but she does not betray Christ. She listens to history, but she does not kneel before fashion. She walks with humanity, but she must always point toward eternity. Another searched question is whether Catholics must agree with everything the Pope says. This question requires maturity. The Catholics owe the Pope respect, prayer, and religious seriousness. His official teaching must be received with reverence according to its nature and authority. At the same time, Catholics must learn the difference between doctrine, discipline, pastoral judgment, personal comments, interviews, headlines, and media interpretations. Not every sentence spoken by a pope carries the same weight, but the attitude of a Catholic heart should never be contempt. We are not called to build our faith from fragments of outrage. We are called to seek truth with humility. Many people ask whether Pope Leo the 14th is conservative or progressive. A priest should answer that these labels are too small for the mystery of the Church. The gospel cannot be captured by political categories. The Catholic faith is ancient and always new. It defends the unborn and the migrant, the family and the poor, truth and mercy, doctrine and compassion, the dignity of work and the dignity of prayer. A pope may be interpreted through worldly categories, but the papacy itself must be understood through Christ. The question is not whether the Pope fits our labels. The question is whether we are willing to be converted by the gospel. People ask what his mission is in 2026. His mission is the same mission entrusted to Peter, but lived in the challenges of this time. He must strengthen the Church in faith, defend human dignity, call the nations toward peace, guide Catholics through confusion, protect the vulnerable, encourage evangelization, and remind the world that without God, humanity loses sight of itself. In an age of artificial intelligence, war, loneliness, spiritual fatigue, economic pressure, family breakdown, and distrust of institutions, the Pope must speak with a voice that is pastoral and prophetic. He must console the suffering and awaken the comfortable. He must speak to bishops and children, theologians and laborers, nations and hidden souls. Another question is what Catholics should know about his background in Peru. This part of his story matters because it shows a shepherd formed by mission. Ministry in Peru means more than geography. It means contact with real communities, real poverty, real faith, real suffering, and real pastoral responsibility. A missionary learns that the Church is not an idea floating above the world. The Church is present where people bury their dead, baptize their children, struggle for work, pray before statues of Mary, feed the hungry, walk long distances